Good day. Today we are talking about cause and effect. Understanding cause and effect. Understanding cause and effect is a critical thinking skill that helps writers and readers analyze relationships between events, actions, and outcomes. Whether in academic essays, research papers, or everyday problem solving, recognizing how and why things happen and what result from them enhances both comprehension and communication. Cause and effect analysis allows us to trace patterns, explain developments, and predict consequences, making it a vital tool across disciplines. Identifying causes. Ask why, consider factors. The first step in analyzing cause and effect is identifying the cause or the reason why something happens. To do this effectively, ask the question, why did this occur? This invites exploration beyond the surface and encourages deeper investigation into the root causes of an event or situation. Causes can be singular or multiple, and they may range from obvious to subtle. For instance, if a student fails an exam, the immediate cause might be lack of study. But underlying factors could include poor time management, stress, or misunderstanding of the material. It's important to consider both immediate, proximate, and underlying root factors to gain a full understanding of any situation. Exploring effects. Once the cause has been identified, the next step is to explore its effects, the outcomes or consequences that result from it. Effects answer the question, what happened as a result? Like causes, effects can be simple or complex, short-term or long-term. Understanding effects allows us to measure the impact of an event or action. For example, the decision to implement remote learning during a pandemic might have immediate effects on students' daily routines as well as long-term effects on educational systems and technology use. Direct effects. Direct effects are the most immediate and clearly linked results of a cause. These are the consequences that are directly attributable to a specific action or event, with little room for doubt or interpretation. For example, if a person forgets to water a plant, a direct effect would be that the plant begins to weed due to dehydration. In writing, highlighting direct effects that helps clarity the immediate consequences of an issue or decision and can be useful when explaining simple cause-effect chains. Indirect effects. In contrast, indirect effects are more complex and may occur as a result of a chain reaction or over a longer period of time. They are not always immediately obvious but are just as important. Using the same example of a weighted plant, an indirect effect might be a drop in an indoor air quality or the emotional disappointment of the plant's owner. Understanding indirect effects require deeper analysis and critical thinking as they often involve multiple steps or additional influences. Recognizing them adds depth to your writing and demonstrates a more nuanced understanding of cause-effect relationships. Linking causes and effects. Effective writing about cause and effect depends on clearly linking causes to their effects. This can be done through logical reasoning, chronological order, or the use of signal words and phrases such as because, as a result, therefore, due to, consequently, and leads to. It's important to avoid logical fallacies. such as assuming that because one event followed another, it was necessarily caused by it. Post hoc ergo propter hoc. Writers should provide sufficient evidence and explanation to show how one factor led to another. Creative visual aids like cause and effect diagrams or flowcharts can also help organize complex relationships and clarify your argument for the reader. Understanding and effectively communicating cause and effect relationships is a vital skill for writers, thinkers, and problem solvers. By identifying causes through thoughtful questioning and analysis, exploring both direct and indirect effects, and clearly linking each cause to its resulting outcomes, writers can create stronger arguments, clearer explanations, and more insightful discussions. Mastering this approach not only improves academic and professional writing, but also strengthens everyday reasoning and decision making. Whether analyzing historical events, scientific phenomena, or personal experiences, the ability to trace causes and predict or evaluate their effects is essential to understanding the world around us. Ultimately, thinking in terms of cause and effect allows us to move beyond description and into meaningful analysis, revealing the why and what next behind every situation. Academic work frequently involves demonstrating a link between a cause, such as a cold winter, and an effect, such as an increase in illness. It explains two methods of describing the link, with the focus either on the cause or on the effect.